Hey guys, welcome back to Wedges and Weights. I'm Hannah Mills, personal trainer and pre and postnatal exercise specialist. Things have changed a little bit since I filmed my last YouTube video for you guys. I currently am rocking a bump. Yes, this is 25 weeks now. So excitingly, I've got a pregnancy fitness Q&A for you today. We're going to talk training, body image, nutrition, and I'm going to answer the questions that you guys have asked me over on Instagram. Got my phone with me, so we're going to go through those now. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to chat pregnancy, fitness, and all that jazz. Oh, Betsy's joined us for the first question, so we can get right to it. The first question is from Mrs. RJ Ray, and she asks, what squat and lunging exercises are you focusing on during your pregnancy? This is where my pre and postnatal, oh, we're boring you, Betsy. This is where my pre and postnatal exercise qualification has come in really handy. So I've been doing less spine weighted work, so I haven't really been doing as much things like barbell squats. Kettlebells have been my best friend. Goblet squats. In the lunges we've been doing things, I say we now because I've got me and Bump. Been doing walking lunges, curtsy lunges, lateral lunges, split squats, basically varying the plane of movement and making sure I keep as much range as possible, also being safe and slightly lighter weights. So yeah. The second question is from Mrs. RJ Ray again, and she says, I'm struggling with my body image during this pregnancy. My normal clothes don't fit, but my bump isn't big enough for maternity wear to look like it fits. I feel like I just look fat in everything. How have you coped with this, and have you found it an issue? First of all, I think those kind of thoughts are completely normal, especially from lots of messages I've been receiving recently. But I think my advice would be, or what I've done personally, is to focus on how amazing it is that your body is growing another human being. I mean, it's just insane. I think focusing on that big positive and that, well, sense of awe for me, it's just so surreal, helps that in-between stage, because I totally get what you mean. There's that stage where you go from like looking pre-pregnancy body to having that in-between, perhaps feeling a bit frumpy, and people don't know, that's the other thing. Like I had that in the gym. Like I tend to train in baggier clothes anyway, like looser clothes, like looser tank tops. But yeah, I think you just got to roll with it, go with the flow, and soon, like my bump popped at like 20 weeks, 20 to 22 weeks, and now you can definitely see it. So I think fitted clothes then look nicer as well, or emphasise your lovely, beautiful bump that's growing. So body image, I wrote a blog post on that as well, so I'll put a link to that below. Go and have a read of that. But yeah, just focus on how amazing your body is. Third question, we're talking activewear, and what makes Natty happy has asked for my pregnancy legging recommendations. Well, today I've got on Mama and Papa's with Madeline Shaw, and you can see they like go underneath your bump and they sit really nicely. Now these are a 10, I'd say like I am like an 8 to a 10, and they're generous. Like I've got room for my bump to grow, so I perhaps should have gone a size down, but they are generous. So in the gym I've actually been wearing some bigger size Sweaty Betty ones. I just ordered a bigger size. They've been working great, but I have heard amazing things about Gap Fit ones, which are on their way, so I'll keep you posted on that one. Question 4 is from HeyoB82. Betsy, we're filming. And she says, how have you managed to stick to a healthy eating plan? I've just been so exhausted and just want to eat every white carb in sight, something I would never have done pre-pregnancy. Well, first of all, I think lots of us pregnant ladies will be able to relate to this one. In my first trimester, I was craving white carbs quite a lot, but I tried to swap them as much as possible for whole grain things. So I was having things like rye bread, and also other nutrient dense carbs like oats, sweet potato and things like that. I think don't get overly focused on having the perfect diet, because even pre-pregnancy I don't think that really exists. It's all about the balance. So my advice would be to focus on the nutrient dense foods and including as much as these variety, colour, everything as possible throughout your day for you and baby. And things like the extras, just be mindful of the quantities. I mean, I know in the first trimester I was like nailing bags of salt and vinegar kettle chips, like family bag sizes I'm talking, but to be fair it made me feel sick. I learnt the hard way with that. But yeah, just listen to your body and focus on including as many nutrient dense foods as possible. It's going to fuel you up, give you the energy you need for you and your growing bump. Okay, so the next question is from Lucy Hinton, and she asks, or she says first of all, find it totally awesome how strong and fit you look. Thank you. And then she asks, I always thought there was a perception training whilst pregnant isn't good. What would you say to mums-to-bees out there to break down this myth? First of all, you'll hear this a lot, and training during your pregnancy is totally safe when you're following a effective prenatal training plan. There of course are things that you shouldn't be doing when you're training, things like being supine or laying on your back after the first trimester, but there's lots of other things. So yeah, get a plan, get advice, send me an email, and I can help you. But first of all, following a specific prenatal plan is really important. Secondly, it's not a time to hit PBs. So in the gym, like, don't be thinking like, oh, I've got to do more, lift more and more. That's totally changed now. For me, my weights have dropped. You can still remain strength training and resistance training. I would say that for me, I've been doing it for years, so my body's used to it. So it's not like a new thing. Do be mindful if you're taking up new things and build them up gradually if you are doing that. But yeah, strength training and cardiovascular training as well are amazing. Keep healthy heart, healthy for baby, and it's meant to help during labour, but my clients have said it does, but I am yet to experience that, so I have to TBC you on that. But yeah, and for me, exercise has empowered me, it's helped me feel strong, and also during the first trimester I think it actually helped my energy levels and also to reduce my sickness and queasiness. So big thumbs up for training for me. Just get moving, even if it's a walk outside. I walk Betsy daily. But yeah, listen to your body, that's the most important thing, and do what feels right for you. Next few questions are from Carla Rue 88, and she asked first of all for my best sports bra recommendation. So the one I've been wearing, and I actually bought 2 of these now, and my boobs were the first thing I noticed changing when I found out I was pregnant actually, is a Sweaty Betty Ultra Run sports bra, it's called. I did go for the padded one, not because I needed extra padding and boost for these bosoms that are growing, but actually just because I like it having a bit of shape and padding on the nipples so they don't poke out. So yeah, my biggest recommendation on that is Sweaty Betty Ultra Run sports bra. Question 7, safe core exercises to do. Planks are amazing, and you can modify them throughout your training or your trimesters, I should say. Things like the side plank twists, holding the plank, just make sure you do focus on your breathing and you're not holding your breath at all. I actually put a Instagram video up with 2 amazing exercises for the core, so I'll link that below. Make sure you go and click on it because it's got a demonstration of a dumbbell wood chop, kneeling wood chop, which is incredible, rotation, because it's so important that we do work the core, and it's not so that we're doing crunches to try and get like a 6-pack at all, far from it, but it's going to help strengthening the core will help support your lower back, especially as your posture's changing. We tend to become more arched, and obviously more weight naturally is on our front, so focusing on that. Also pelvic floor exercises daily, or as many as you can remember to do. Things like the Superman, cat curls to cow, as long as you've got no diastasis recti. Yeah, all amazing. So they're my favourite go-to core exercises during pregnancy. Question 8 is from Michelle C. Shepherd, and she asks, what's been your favourite exercise to do whilst pregnant? So many to choose from. Leg day is always my fave, so I'm going to go for a sumo squat, because I love them, with a kettlebell. And also I do like working my posterior chain, so things like a kettlebell Romanian deadlift. Michelle also asked, what would be your recommendation for women who haven't really exercised prior to pregnancy but want to be active during their pregnancy? First up, start slow and build from there. Things like walking, swimming are great to start off with. Just get outside and get moving for like 20 minutes or whatever feels comfortable for you, but don't throw yourself into some epic training plan because your body will be like, whoa. So just make sure, like I said earlier, that if your budget allows, then get in touch with someone who's qualified, who can give you guidance and help with a specific prenatal training plan for your level and fitness as well. But yeah, start slow and build from there. Question 10, we're going back to Carla Rue 88, and she asked, question 10 is from Carla Rue 88, and she asked, is it safe to work out at home or should I stick to the gym? It's totally safe to work out at home, especially if you're used to doing that and you're used to doing things like free weight exercises. Other things you can use at home are things like resistance bands, resistance loop bands. They're great, especially for working the glutes. But if you have got access to a gym, equally that can be as beneficial because you can get yourself on the resistance machines. They'll tend to limit the range of movement because obviously when we're pregnant, the hormone relaxin gets released, which means we have less stability in our joints. So that can be a great way of including resistance work when you're in the gym. But yeah, if you're working out at home, completely fine. Just obviously take into consideration the adaptations that you need to apply whilst pregnant. So I hope you've enjoyed today's pregnancy fitness Q&A. If you have a question that I didn't answer, then pop it below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can, or Instagram me, DM me, whatever works for you. And I just want to say lastly to any mum-to-bees watching this right now, enjoy it. It is such a magical time. Like, we're growing humans inside of us. It's just, I mean, I just find it so surreal. But I'd love to hear how your pregnancy's going. Leave me a comment below, drop me an email, message, let's chat. And if you've enjoyed today's video, do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share it with someone you know who's pregnant. Like, let's just spread the message that health and fitness can be continued and enjoyed during your pregnancy. So yeah, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you soon.